My friend was stopped in Washington, D.C. My friend, a queer black woman, was just stopped by federal agents today while on her morning walk to work. They asked for her ID, which she refused because she's educated and knows her rights. One of the masked agents, she said, made a sudden forwards movement towards her which came off as threatening. She instinctually backed up and they responded by laughing. She is still shaken up by this incident, and now I'm offering to join her from now on to make her feel more safe. It's disgusting what this country has come to. Married 14 years, never seen wife naked. So like the title says, I've been married 14 years and have still never seen my wife naked. She's extremely self-conscious, and even though I absolutely love her body, and she should too, I still can only see her with clothes on. I never thought I'd be this age, married this long, and still having to mentally undress her. But here we are. Sexual attempts, and I use this term generously, can only occur in pitch darkness. Any hope of looking into her eyes is not possible. I've only really gotten it in once or twice in that time anyway though. Usually it's just painful mashing. We can't use lube because that's gross, and only she can initiate. My feelings do not matter at all. And attempts only occur maybe once every other month anyway. It's totally duty sex, so she can lay there and check the box. What I would give for even one time with some passion. To feel wanted. To feel like she wanted it too. We didn't even get that on our honeymoon. Zero sex at all then. She didn't feel like it that week. I should have gotten an annulment immediately. I now understand why people cheat. So yeah, that's my secret. People think we have this great life, and in reality it's just misery and my feelings like I have no say in our relationship, and I should just be happy to be married or something. What a joke. We went too hard on Karens. No one likes a Karen, I get it. But the wide strokes we went to discourage Karen behavior also took out the beneficial. Karen adjacent niche of person who speaks up when someone is watching a TV show with no headphones. On airplanes or public transportation. Like a dolphin caught in a tuna net. For fear of being labeled a Karen. No one wants to engage and maintain order, and we are all a little worse off for it. We have no one left to defend us, and the social contract is crumbling. We went too hard on Karens. No one likes a Karen, I get it. But the wide strokes we went to discourage Karen behavior also took out the beneficial. Karen adjacent niche of person who speaks up when someone is watching a TV show with no headphones. On airplanes or public transportation. Like a dolphin caught in a tuna net. For fear of being labeled a Karen. No one wants to engage and maintain order, and we are all a little worse off for it. We have no one left to defend us, and the social contract is crumbling. My 34F husband, 34M, screamed at our daughter just for singing Golden. How do I get him to realize it's not okay? I met my husband 12 years ago and have been married for 7 years. He's generally a sweet and kind-hearted person and is usually fun to be around. We have a 6-year-old daughter who's also terrific. Lately, her favorite film is K-pop Demon Hunters and absolutely loves singing the songs, especially Your Idol and Golden. She memorized all the lyrics. I know her constantly singing it can be a bit annoying, but I used to drive my parents crazy singing songs from The Lion King, so I didn't mind too much. My husband, however, hated that film, and I tried to encourage her to sing only when he's not around. Yesterday though, once she sung Golden, he flipped out and screamed at her and warned her not to sing anything from Demon Hunters anymore. I tried to calm him down, but he accuses me of lying to myself and says I secretly wanted it to stop. and that he's the brave one enough to do something about it. As a result of his screaming, she won't talk to him. How do I get him to realize that it's not okay to scream and to apologize? Slept with 100 plus people. Literally would never tell anyone this. So here you go. I'm a 34-year-old woman. Was big into coke and MDMA and all the rest of it from a young age. 16. All the way to 26. I've been clean since. Turbulent upbringing. Abusive alcoholic dad. My first sexual experience was sexual abuse. And throughout my teens I was more experiences that were not consensual, put it that way. Anyway, growing up with depression, PTSD, bipolar and my coping mechanisms. Drugs. I just used sex as a form of, well, fucking nothing really. I hated sex. I hated myself. I was so unhappy and unstable. But here we are. 100 plus people. The only person that knows is my best friend. Why am I sharing this? Fuck knows. I'm new to Reddit and felt like just getting rid of this stain on my chest. Woman wants my wife's drink. Yes, the actual drink. This happened yesterday. It's a hot day and my wife orders a sangria. As the waitress is bringing it to us, a woman stops her and says that's a nice looking drink. I would like it. The waitress says sure, I'll get you one. The woman says no. I want that drink. The waitress had to explain to her that this particular drink was already spoken for. Some people. My 38F husband, 44M, left to take care of his sick ex-wife, 43F. Do I ask for divorce? My 38F husband, 44M, and I have been married for just over 2 years. Before our relationship, he was married to a woman named Lexi, 43F. They met in their 20s and were together for nearly a decade, including 7 years of marriage. During their time together, Lexi was diagnosed with cancer. He supported her throughout the entire journey until she eventually recovered. Not long after her recovery, she expressed a desire to explore life independently, which ultimately led to their divorce. Several months ago, Lexi reached out to him. The three of us had dinner together, and I found her to be warm, kind, and easy to talk to. Shortly after that evening, she asked to speak with him privately. During that conversation, she revealed that her cancer had returned. This time, the outlook was more serious, and she confided that she did not think she could go through treatment again on her own. My husband told me everything, and I supported his decision to be there for her. I even offered to help, but Lexi gently declined, saying she did not feel comfortable being that vulnerable around someone she did not know well. I respected her honesty and stepped back. As time went on, my husband became increasingly involved in her care and emotional well-being. At first, I tried not to question it. I understood how much she was going through and how much their shared history meant. However, as the weeks passed, it became clear that something had shifted. His presence in our shared life began to fade, and I could feel the distance growing. 2 weeks ago, he sat down with me to have an open conversation. He assured me that nothing romantic or inappropriate had happened between them. But he also admitted that the level of support Lexi needed was not something he could provide while also being a husband to someone else. He said he believed we should separate, at least for now, and that he would understand if I chose to move forward with a divorce. He left our home shortly afterward, and we've had very limited contact since. I'm torn about what to do next. Part of me feels like I should ask for a divorce and start moving on, but another part wonders if I should wait and see how things develop. Out-jerked by TSA agent. TSA flagged me for a belt, pulled me aside and started to give me a backhanded pat down to the goods. I look over at my wife and say, "This better not be the only action I'm getting on this trip." Swear the TSA agent about choked, trying to hold in his laughter and stay professional. He then turns to my wife and says, "Are you a size medium glove?" Quote, "Last week, my doctor gave me 3 to 6 months to live, but I haven't told anyone I know. I've been sick a lot lately. Doctor ordered blood work. Labs came back with high white blood cells and anemia. Doctor did a spinal tap and Monday they referred me to an oncologist. Wednesday, I met my oncologist. I asked her how long I have left. And she said, 'Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Usually people with this kind of cancer don't live very long without treatment. And you'll need a bone marrow transplant to have a chance at a normal life again. Without treatment, you're looking at 3 to 6 months. I don't know how to tell my friends and family and I'm beyond devastated. I'm only 35 though, and not knowing is killing me inside." Pensive face. He works from home, so I can't live in my home during the day. My 32F partner, 36M. Together for 8 years. Living together for 7. Engaged for 2. Works from home and has his office set up in the living room. The issue is, he gets mad at any noise while he's working, not just loud stuff, but even normal day-to-day noises. If I'm making lunch, opening a cabinet, walking through, whatever, he says it's distracting or rude. The result is that on my weekday off or the days I work remotely, I basically end up quarantined to the bedroom and bathroom all day, just so I don't upset him. Meanwhile, when I'm in a meeting, I take mine in the bedroom with the door closed. He feels free to come in and do stuff around me, even when I politely ask him not to because it's distracting and a confidentiality issue. I'm starting to feel like there's a double standard here. I have to tiptoe around the whole house when he's working, but he doesn't respect my space when I'm working. It honestly feels suffocating and unfair. How do I even begin to talk to him about this? I want to respect his work, but I also need to be able to live in my own home without feeling like a prisoner. TLDR. Partner works from home in the living room and expects total silence. So on my days off I feel stuck hiding in the bedroom, bathroom. But when I'm working, he ignores my need for quiet and privacy. How do I set fair boundaries so we can both exist in the house? We went too hard on Karens. No one likes a Karen, I get it. But the wide strokes we went to discourage Karen behavior also took out the beneficial. Karen adjacent niche of person who speaks up when someone is watching a TV show with no headphones, on airplanes or public transportation, like a dolphin caught in a tuna net, for fear of being labeled a Karen. No one wants to engage and maintain order, and we are all a little worse off for it. We have no one left to defend us and the social contract is crumbling.